This is a pretty good article. Kind of reminds me of some of the girls on different parts of the internet. Well, on YouTube, they have like $5 Fridays. They go and they spend, try to spend $5 to see what they can get. Well, this can get more this way. So on a cold winter morning in Chicago, people are lined up outside the opening of the Continental Sales, a family business just north of the city, Midway Airport. They're not waiting to buy the latest iPhone or tablet, but food that is nearly expired or expired. Usually seen as garbage or unsafe, outdated, and short-dated items are now coveted by people to find that switching to cheaper brands just isn't enough to lower their food bill. This doggone inflation is the worst one in a generation. Outdated foods that are past their expiration dates, while short-dated foods have a short window, usually 30 days or less. Okay, let's go down here. Instead of being tossing these items out, they're increasingly being bought up by retailers such as Continental Sales to sell as deep discounts. As the response lately has been overwhelming. We sell a ton of it. Owner of a thrift sale. We sell discounts, salvage general merchandise along with the closeout grocery products. They include both short-dated and outdated products a few months past expiration. Food banks are struggling with holiday season as inflation. Yeah. Price of eggs and cereal, milk is going up. You can see these people standing at the Continental Sales waiting to get in. So the shoppers line up waiting for the Continental Sales to open to buy expired or nearly expired food, among other things. With inflation near the highest level in 40 years, people increasingly need to find a way to stretch their food. They get 1,000 customers a day. Wow. 68% of Americans are saying that they have felt the biggest impact of inflation in their monthly grocery bill in all time. They're trying to save money. Massachusetts-based Daily Table, a nonprofit grocery store that sells short-dated foods, excess inventories, and food products dumped by other companies because of the brand marketing has changed or the labels are old, saw transaction double from their customers using supplemental nutritional assistance programs, SNAP or food stamps, during the COVID-19 pandemic. Wow. So the store never sells expired food. It has a kitchen that uses edible foods that are past their prime to make prepared foods for sale. For example, overripe bananas can be used to make banana bread that customers might buy. Nothing is wasted. Are expired foods safe to eat? Yes, though they may not taste as good as if you had eaten them earlier. Okay. One thing that you don't buy, there are exceptions. Here they are. Not outdated infant formula? No. Infant formula must maintain an acceptable quality to pass through an ordinary bottle nipple, USDA says. I'll put a link to this, guys. I mean, we've all seen this. This is coming. And you can blame one damn person. Joe Biden, the hair sniffer. Inflation can only be caused by government. It can't be caused by any other, only government. At least that's what I learned. Yeah, that's kind of spooky, guys. I'll tell you what spooky is. I can remember in the 50s, my father, he served in the Army Air Corps in B-17s. He always told us this story when we complained about eating this or eating that. We didn't like it. We didn't want to eat it. He said, someday you'll get to a point that you'll eat almost anything. No, never happened. He tells the story about when they were in Italy. The Germans had mined this one field between the airfield and where some civilians were. Every day these little kids, 7, 8, 9-year-old kids would trudge across that minefield with whatever kettle or pot, pan, anything that they could find to get the food out of the waste. They had a great big thing that they dumped their food into, and the kids would just dip down in there, take the food home so they could feed their mothers, their fathers, and their sisters, and their brothers. And they always give the kids, candy and gum and stuff like that when they had it. I guess one day the kids got a little bit all excited because they got an extra amount of gum or something like that, and they were kind of chasing each other across the minefield. And little Luigi, whatever his real name was, he stepped out of the path that they had, and he got blown up all over the place. So you never know what you will do until you're hungry enough to do it. Those little kids, you think about that. So there's something to think about. Expired? Well, better than a dumpster, people. Thanks for watching.